Welcome to the National Tennis Centre and this brand new series where we go behind the scenes at the home of British tennis. Now this is the training ground to our top British talent who put in countless hours both on and off the court. This is inside the National Tennis Centre. Coming up, we go all access at the National Tennis Centre. Arthur Fery gives us the lowdown on his career so far.
Even if there were, I can't really reveal them.
Jodie Burrage takes on the bucket challenge.
I'm going to be one and done, aren't I?
We take a look back at Great Britain's Billie Jean King Cup win, and we get to know Jubb.
Bugsy Malone wise, yeah, shout out Bugsy.
So welcome to our on-court studio here at the heart of the National Tennis Centre. Each month I'll be joined by one of our top British players to get an inside scoop on exactly what life is like as a professional tennis player. And it's time for our very first guest.
That was a bolt of lightning off the record of Arthur Fery.
Feel good? Yeah, it's good.
Arthur, thank you so much for joining us. You've had quite an impressive start to your professional life, haven't you? Talk us through it. How's it been for you?
It's been great, yeah. I really enjoyed last year, the whole summer and then through to the end of the year on the Challenger Tour.
So you defeated David Goffin twice. You played Daniil Medvedev on court one. So there really have been some big highlights, haven't there? Is there a specific experience that you say stands out for you?
I mean, I'd say my match at Wimbledon against Medvedev last year was probably the highlight of my career so far. It was awesome. It was a great moment, and well, first of all, very proud to be able to play on such a big court and in a big tournament like that, and yeah, super happy and felt very self-fulfilled in that moment to be able to start my career in the big tournaments.
So you're now back at base again. You've been training here all of this week. So what does a typical training day look like for you?
Try to practice about 2 to 3 hours a day on court, about an hour in the gym with an hour of physio, massage. So yeah, it's a pretty full day.
That is pretty full on, isn't it?
Yeah, it's full on, but I mean that's how I enjoy it. I've kind of chosen to do this as my job, so it's like any kind of job. You gotta work a lot, but yeah, I mean the conditions we're in here are great. So yeah, it's awesome, and I'm super happy to call this my base.
So what is the NTC? Come with me. So these are the doors you would come in, whether you're a player, a spectator, a coach. And here's our lovely receptionist. Hello. The trophy cabinet. 2021 US Open trophy, Emma Raducanu's of course. So this is a cafe, and it's pretty quiet at the moment, but this would be absolutely buzzing usually. Healthy, unhealthy, everything you can possibly think of to fuel a professional tennis player and anyone who works in this building, of course. So this is the main indoor tennis centre. We've got our 6 courts and they're in use all year round. There are also 6 outdoor hard courts, 2 outdoor clay courts, 2 indoor clay courts and 4 outdoor grass courts. Phew! And if that wasn't enough, there are also the paddle courts. Alrighty, so this is the gym, and this is where all of the players do all of their off-court work, their strength and conditioning, their physio, their rehab. So they're spending a lot of time in the gym when they're not on the tennis courts. Some big names on the board there. Andy Murray seems to feature quite heavily. Oh, there he is again. So something quite surprising about the National Tennis Centre is that you can actually sleep here, and that's because a lot of the players aren't actually based in London, or often they're travelling, so many of them will decide to stay at the NTC, and, well, they're all named after British legends like Sir Andy Murray. The laundry room. So tennis players get through so many towels, so there's even a laundry room on site, and I must admit, it smells amazing in here. So this is where the LTA staff work. Everything from LTA youth to the summer grass court events, you name it, they're here. So there you go, that was our whistle-stop tour of the National Tennis Centre. Forget Grand Slams and ranking points, this is the competition that really matters. Aiming to get their name as high up our bucket list as possible, players have 30 seconds to hit as many balls as they can into the bucket. They must stand on the spot, and if the ball bounces back out, it doesn't count. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, yes! First one. Right, downhill from here. Oh, I'm going to be one and done, aren't I? Oh! No! How has that not gone in?
Stop.
Just in time.
All right, let's see how you got on. So, I can count here 2 balls, which means you are top of the leaderboard. What do you think of that one?
I mean,
here you go, I'll give you this.
There's no names to choose from, but I'm going to say I'm limited with one wrist, so I think 2 is going to be a pretty good show for one wrist.
Hey, it's not how you got there, it's whether you got there.
Yeah. Top of the leaderboard.
Last month saw the Lexus GB team pull off an impressive victory against a strong French team in the qualifying rounds of the Billie Jean King Cup. Let's see some of their best moments.
Here come Great Britain, Katie Boulter, who is going to play the first match of this tie. She will take on Jodie Burrage of France. What a fabulous start that is. A brutal demonstration of French flair on this surface. Well, here comes Emma Raducanu. Oh, that is exceptional. Great Britain are back in this match. Simply magnificent from Emma Raducanu.
I'm very excited to be at 1-1 tomorrow, and it's also play 4.
Our first match of the day for you today, Clara Burrell and Katie Boulter. Great Britain strike first. A performance of true grit and character from Katie Boulter as she beats the world number 44. Well, you knew there'd be a response from France, and here it comes. Jodie Burrage takes the opening set. A magical moment for Emma Raducanu as she claims a simply thrilling victory in the match and in the tie for Great Britain, and it takes Great Britain back into the finals of the Billie Jean King Cup.
Thank you everyone for all your support over the last couple days and the entire week. We couldn't have done it without you. We felt you from France, and yeah, big shout out to the captain who kept the poker face the entire time today.
Thank you everyone for all your support. See you in Seville.
Huge stuff from Paul Jubb. That's a massive forehand.
All right, some quick fire questions. You ready?
I'm ready.
What was the first gig that you went to?
Never been.
Never been to a concert?
Yeah, actually, never been.
Wow.
Want to though, but never been.
If you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Chinese takeaway.
Go-to series to watch on a long flight?
Ooh. Don't know why Friends came to my mind, but it's easy.
It's an easy watch.
Never gets old. Yeah.
Favorite podcast?
Filthy Fellas.
A film that makes you laugh?
Wedding Crashes.
Which player did you admire the most growing up?
Rafael Nadal.
Introvert or extrovert?
Both. Depends on how I'm feeling.
Which music artist are you obsessed with right now?
Recently, Mons Malone, but Chris Brown, Kevin Gates, Bugsy Malone. Bugsy Malone, wise. Yeah, shout out Bugsy. That's my guy.
Which British player are you closest mates with?
Jack Draper.
First tennis memory?
Yeah, I don't know, probably playing like early days at my local courts, like back up in Hull. Just like starting out like cold evenings, because it was like only outside, so.
What was your favourite lesson at school?
PE.
Last book that you read?
The Secret. Well, I'm reading it right now. Great
Good.
book. Great book.
Your favourite sport that isn't tennis?
Yeah, football. I mean, I played football growing up, so.
Any nicknames?
Jubby. That's a J, not chubby. Jubby. Yeah.
Thanks for clarifying.
Had to.
Which player on tour would you most want to cook you dinner?
I cook for myself because I'm an amazing chef. So.
What's your go-to meal?
Just so many options. Like.
Give us one.
Make a good chicken satay curry from scratch, but.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Favourite surface to play on?
Hard courts.
Favourite tournament?
Wimbledon.
Dream doubles partner?
My boy Drapes.
Final question, if you weren't a tennis player, what would you be?
I think I'd be in music, you know. I think I'd be like a DJ or like a sound engineer, something like that. I just love music. So.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm Arthur Fery and you're watching Inside the National Tennis Centre.
A couple of weeks ago, you trained with Andy Murray, didn't you?
Yeah, I've had the chance to play with Andy a few times over the past few years, and yeah, obviously great player, and just playing with him you learn a lot from the way he strikes the ball and carries himself on court. I think yeah, he's just a great role model for all young aspiring British players. Even just watching him go do his thing on court is super helpful.
How much of an influence would you say he's had on your career?
I mean, I was growing up with him playing and winning Grand Slams, so definitely a big one. Whoever you watch on TV is always kind of a role model for young kids, teenagers. So yeah, definitely a big influence.
Did he give you any secret tips whilst you were training?
Well, even if there were, I can't really reveal them. But yeah, we've had a few chats. He's very open to us, and yeah, always useful to see what he has to say.
Hypothetically speaking, if we're sitting in exactly the same position this time next year, what would you have achieved and where would you see yourself?
Hopefully with my ranking higher up, closer towards top 100. I think yeah, 150 would be top 150 would be I think a good reasonable goal for this time next year, and yeah, just trying to keep developing my game, developing as a person. Hopefully have a good grass court season, play Wimbledon again. That would be awesome, and yeah, try push on towards the top 100.
All right, top 100. Well,
yeah.
Fingers crossed this time next year.
Yeah, hopefully. Thanks.
So that's it for our first episode of Inside the National Tennis Centre. But we'll be back in June to go behind the scenes again, catch up on how all of the Brits have been performing on tour, and look ahead to the grass court season.